Thank you, family, for watching.
Right? Hello, YouTube. So we're the Bees Meads, and this is our first clip on actually
Making a
mead.
mead. We've made about, what, 4 so far?
This will be our 4th.
Yeah, we prefer very sweet kind of tasting drinks. So we're kind of experimenting. Today we're going to try kind of a very basic blueberry mead recipe that we read online, which is just basically blueberry and a touch of lemon, of course with honey. Another channel we like to watch kind of gave us idea of using tea, so to add tannin flavors. So we're going to try with our package of black tea to put in it. But yes, so we have our blueberries.
Yeah, all of our ingredients.
Frozen blueberries, just a bag we bought in bulk. Then we have our
Lalvin 71B.
yes, and then we have some yeast nutrient. It's Fermaid O.
Fermaid O, yeah.
Fermaid O?
Something like that.
Just a smidge of lemon zest. And then, of course, again, another bulk buy of honey because our bees aren't yet producing. Okay, so we just poured some hot water into this to try to get all the honey out, since it's an older bottle. We're using the big mouth one for this. We're not using bags because we haven't bought them yet.
Well, and because we got this nice thing that makes it so we can drain it.
Yeah,
without needing a bag.
Yeah. Okay, so we used the old bottle. It had
just under a pound of honey in it.
Yep. So now we're going to try to get to our target 2.5 pounds of honey, which he calculated in advance of what we needed. Don't ask me how.
21.5 ounces more. Well, we know what kind of original gravity we want to get to, so even though we messed up this measurement, we'll see what happens and what we land on.
So our scale only goes to 11 pounds. Apparently that includes what the item weighs.
Yes. Note to self, make sure you check on that stuff before adding your honey in the future. So I got some more hot water brewing. We'll use that to drain the remainder of this stuff. I feel like we need a bigger spoon. Not gonna lie. Oh well.
Hey. I spent a whole $1 at Goodwill for that spoon. That is a fancy spoon. Okay, so right now he's stirring the batch. I am trying to stir and get the last bit of honey that we put in this dish. We got all our honey in.
Yep.
Now it's called musk.
Must, I think is what it's called.
Musk? Like,
musk? No, must.
Must. Like, you must do this. You must call it must. Or is it like musk, like
I don't
he has
know.
an aroma?
It's the base of mead stuff.
We know, we are so
We're
knowledgeable.
so technical. Alright, just make sure my hands are sanitized real quick.
I don't know if you can tell, but we have our stuff all sanitized off in the corner there.
Yes, we have a bucket of star sand.
Anything?
Blueberry? Yeah, sure.
So the blueberries first. This is a pound of blueberries frozen that are not at room temperature. Sorry.
Yeah.
We were lazy. Get this started.
Kind of late to getting it started. Don't want it to splash too bad.
Okay, so this is a pound of blueberries that were not frozen. I think I already said that, didn't I?
They are frozen. They're very much frozen.
I mean,
there we go. Alright, cool. So a pound of blueberries.
the cup of tea.
1 packet. Take this, stir it up.
And this is the Fermaid O.
Fermaid O.
And then while you're getting that ready, I'll throw in the zest. Maybe I won't because my hands aren't clean or sanitized.
There we go. Yeah, this was way less zest from last time. This will hopefully not be so overpowering.
Maybe we should have used a whisk on this. Oh well. Wait, I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Oh, I was just saying that zest was a lot less than we added to the last batch, so hopefully that'll be a lot better.
Not overpowering.
Not overpowering it.
Just a zesty.
Just
enough
a zest. Just a hint of lemon.
Okay,
right.
So then this is the nutrient.
Yep.
Ah, making a mess.
Alright.
And then.
Is this bubbling? Hey, it is. So it's activated, but we want to bring. Well, I guess we can put that in, stir it, and then add water to the shoulder.
Yeah.
Then we're good. Okay, here we go.
You like can't sit and do this, can you? It's like impossible for you.
Yeah, I want to stand. Terrible. There we go.
He doesn't want you to see him.
Camera shy.
Ah!
Yeah. You got a face for radio. That's what they say. All right. So we'll start by stirring that. Put this over. I almost tried standing up again.
So we put the frozen blueberries in. We put the honey in.
You got the Earl Grey.
The Earl Grey. We got the zest. We're putting in the yeast now.
That's the wrong. Okay.
We're not using Earl Grey tea. We're using regular black tea Grey.
Yes,
That's what threw me off. Okay. Whoopsies. I'm gonna adjust that right now.
Yep. All right. So now we got that stirring. We need to fill up this to between the shoulder and neck, and then we need to take our original gravity reading. Stirring it some more.
We filled it up to between the shoulder and the neck. We only have one of these and have another 1 gallon. We have other 1 gallon carboys.
Yeah.
So we don't want to fill it too high because then we won't be able to fit it into
We'll just be wasting because we won't be able to fit it into for the secondary.
for the conditioning phase.
Yeah.
Into the next carboy. Carboy, am I pronouncing it correctly?
I think so.
Okay.
How did I say it? There we go. Carboy. All right. So we have.
Weren't we supposed to do the gravity reading before we put the fruits in or something?
Well,
Or the yeast?
I think you're right. We were supposed to. We could still do it because I doubt all the sugars have come out of it. The whole point of the original one before is to see how close you get before you add that stuff in because there's going to be dilution. But we'll see what it is right now.
Okay.
Go from there.
we're rocking
bombing
this.
Yeah. We're bombing this.
So I'm going to put that as a note to pay attention to when we need to do the reading.
This.
Okay.
Yay. We're at 1.08.
Okay, so 1.08?
1.08.
Okay. Cool thing is, though, from the last time when we did it before adding the fruit, it was 1.08. So
we're
we're
pretty
good.
much right there where it was. Okay. All right. So, with that said, dump this back in. People seem to frown on this. As long as it's all sanitized, I don't see any harm in it. Throw our lid on this thing.
Oh, great.
Okay, and we're back. Thank God for standby generators.
Our power just died. We found out last time we started this that we didn't have the lid on fully properly and air was leaking out of the sides and not through the little
Air stop.
air stop instead. So, ooh, there's honey on the table.
We should find
Okay.
out pretty quick.
If our yeast is dead.
Alright. It's been about an hour, and as you'll see, hopefully soon, it's starting to bubble. So it's not super active yet, but we definitely have activity starting. Real quick. Bloop. Yay! We'll be back to test this again, I guess, in what, 2 weeks?
I think that's about how long it took.
Typically about 2 weeks. Really, it depends on whenever this stops bubbling and it's, gone through and eaten all the sugars in there. So, yeah.
And it's nice and warm right now. 105
Nice.
today, I think. So
Stupid worm.
it should. We've noticed during the winter when we tried a brew that it would slow down in the morning when it was cool, and then it would pick back up in the afternoon when it would usually get warmer. So
I kind of feel like it's almost too hot, though. Like, we're going to want to put this into probably their studio where it's more temperature controlled.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Especially now that our power's out.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it's starting to bubble a little bit more. That's good news. All right.